Yokoso peeps, it's Oz. Life in Japan is fun, interesting. I've been living here for a while, I really enjoy it. Japan is a great place to live in, there's a lot of good things about it. However, there's also some things that are not so great. So here's just 10 of the things that I don't really like or that I hate about Japan. Also, at the end of this video, you're gonna find a link to 10 things that I love or that I really like about Japan. So make sure you check out that so you get a good balance. Anyway, let's get on with the top 10 things I hate about Japan. Fuck the police! Fuck the police! No, but seriously, the police seem to be nice and polite, but there's two reasons why I don't like them. One is they don't do anything. They just stand around outside their police boxes and they just give directions or take in lost and found items. The second and more important reason why I don't like cops is because they always stop me. But I get randomly stopped a lot. But once they see my ID, see I'm from Canada and that I teach English, they kind of just feel embarrassed and kind of run away. It's just really annoying. Most apartments and houses in Japan have no central heating or air conditioning. Each room has its own separate unit or has nothing at all, and you either have to use a fan or buy like an external heater or whatever. I guess it makes sense energy-wise, but it gets fucking hot and fucking cold here all the time. Sometimes my apartment is actually colder than outside. Anyway, I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing, I just don't like it. Something that goes along with that is I don't like the extremes of weather here in Japan. I get it's a small island surrounded by ocean, so of course it's gonna be really rainy and humid. But man, it gets everything a lot. When it's rainy, it like rains like a week in a row non-stop. When it's hot, it's just not hot, it's like sweaty, humid, nasty, sauna hot. You're either sweating or shivering. Once again, something I don't like about Japan that can't be helped because of nature. There's always earthquakes, or volcano eruptions, or typhoons, or floods. There's always something bad going on around this country. Okay, moving away from natural things that can't be helped, something I don't really like about Japan is the whole translation English system. I understand in Japan, Japanese people speak Japanese, not English. That makes sense. And a lot of the American movies and books from around the world that are coming in are translated very quickly into Japanese. That's great. Unfortunately, it doesn't work the other way around. I mean, Japan has amazing mangas and books and television dramas and movies, but they're all in Japanese with no English subtitles, so there's no access to the rest of the world. There's a huge market for Japanese subculture around the world, right? I mean, for example, TV dramas, there's a whole bunch of websites that are downloading television Japanese dramas and people put English subtitles for free and people illegally download it. Japanese entertainment companies are losing tons of cash if they just provided those TV dramas on DVDs with subtitles. I'm sure a lot of people will buy them. Although I'd probably still end up downloading the pirated version. Every time I go to the video store, there's a lot of good Japanese movies I want to watch, but they don't have English subtitles, so I end up getting the shitty Hollywood movie instead. There is a form for everything here in Japan. There are forms you need to fill out to get other forms in Japan. For example, I went to get my license and at the counter, I needed to fill out a form and pay some money. But I couldn't just pay the money right at the counter. I had to go to another counter to fill out another form and buy a stamp. And then take that stamp and take it to another counter and then give it to a form with that stamp so I could get another form where I would take to the actual lineup to get my eye examination and all the questioning and all that done before I got my license. So I think I filled out like 3 or 4 forms in the process. I think the transportation system in Japan is amazing. It's very efficient, very clean, very quick, always punctual, comes on time. There's just one thing I don't like, and that's the last train is too early. For example, Japanese people on Friday want to go drinking, right? But most people work long hours and they finish maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. They get to the restaurant around 10. They only have like an hour and a half to eat and get drunk and party with their co-workers before they have to run for the train. And catching the last train is like a zombie apocalypse. There's people running in all directions and everyone's pushing and shoving and trying to get on the last train, and everyone stinks and everyone's like wobbling and people are passed out and there's like puke everywhere and it's a goddamn disaster. This is gonna be awkward to talk about since I don't actually watch porn. Hold on. Let's try that again. Since I don't watch porn, I'm not 100% exactly sure about this, but I've heard that porn in Japan has mosaic. And for those of you who don't know what mosaic is, it's when there's this like fuzzy thing on the screen, the girl is doing this, You can't actually see the detail, and it just looks like a big fuzzy wad of stuff. But everyone knows what it is, right? It's a dog bone. Here you go, Maple. If you're gonna show all the other stuff, just show that as well, man. Come on. We're not kids here. And something else that goes along with that whole sex business is host clubs and hostess clubs. I can't stand those places. I just hate the idea of people paying money to other people to be their friend. It's kind of sad. I mean, sure, there's a really hot girl or a really hot guy that you're going there to talk to. So yeah, you get to talk to someone good looking, but they're only talking to you because you're giving them money. It's like, I'll be your friend, give me $100. And the number one thing that I hate about Japan is those political election time vans that go around broadcasting with their megaphones, all that annoying stuff that no one actually listens to. They're useless, no one cares what they're saying, no one even understands what's going on, so just stop. Anyway, there you go, that's just 10 of the 100 things that I don't like about Japan or I don't understand. If you want to see the stuff I actually like about Japan, watch this video here, because that'll tell you 10 of the things that I love about Japan. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up if you like this video. Leave comments like what you don't like about Japan or about your own country. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Take care.